Luke, congratulations. You are now a history maker as well, the first challenger contender to win in the Premier League. How does that feel right now?
Yeah, it feels really good. A little bit bittersweet, because I expected a really good game there with me and Gary. I thought, it was going to be nip and tuck. I thought it was going to be very close because I know we're very high scorers, but it was up and down a lot of the way through and missed doubles. But like I said in previous interviews, sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's thrilling to watch people miss doubles, tight on the wire. We were very close to triples and stuff, but not every game has to be 180, 140s, big out shots. It's nice to see them games that are really close, people missing doubles. I think it adds to the drama.
When you arrived earlier today, did it help having done this time last year so you knew what to expect?
Not really. I think I was more nervous up there this year than I've ever been walking up on a stage, because I wanted a point. I feel like I got a point to prove. After my 2 quarterfinals at the World Championship, I feel like I always got up there and play well because I've been sort of looked at as this really good stage player and rubbish on the floor. When this year I've been brilliant on the floor and not so good on the stage, but. I've had a lot of games this year where I've played brilliantly and lost. It's nice to go out there up on a big stage, not play so well and win.
6-5 up, you missed match starts, let Gary in. Did you sit at the back of the stage thinking, oh no, not again after last year?
Yeah, but I think last year was different. I think I was I played much better. This year, that last leg, it wasn't very good at all. I was expecting myself to go out and put a really good leg in there to win 7-5. I don't know what it was, 24, 27 darts.
27.
But 27 darts is incredible. Would never have guessed that would be the winning leg for a contender, but it doesn't matter because I won. That's all that matters.
We spoke to you earlier. Last week on the Euro Tour was a disaster and you were determined to put that right no matter what. Do you think you've done that as well? Because I know you were so disappointed with last week.
Yeah, I was really disappointed last week, because I was practicing really bad and I played really bad, so there was no excuse. It was just one of them days, and unfortunately that does happen to professionals. Some days it just doesn't happen, and it didn't for me last week. In the practice room today I was brilliant, practicing Van Gogh and I was hitting everything. Unfortunately, when I went up there I put too much pressure on myself, and I didn't play my game up there, and obviously nor did Gary, but sometimes it's nice to win scrappy.
You've always said you've had one of the best stage games we've seen. UK Open on the horizon. Does that result give you the confidence you can go and do bits in the UK Open as well?
Yeah, I won't play like that tomorrow. There's no chance. I'll make sure I don't, because I've had a couple of sub 90 averages now on the stage, and that's not usually like me. So I was determined this week to prove a point and make sure I win. I know I did win, but tomorrow, I'm gonna really give it some tomorrow, and then make sure these sub 90 averages don't happen, because I'm a much better player on that big stage than I'm showing.
Luke, pleasure.
Luke, I can see how much you're buzzing for the win. Obviously, being the first person to ever win a Challengers Premier League. Do you think that the draw last year against Gary Price sort of helped you, and the fact that you've already gone up on that Premier League stage, and the fact that you've been on that stage before, you know what it takes to get close at least?
Yeah, every time you walk up on the stage, it means a lot. It helps you every time. I don't know the stat, but I think I've played 17, 18 times on the big stage now, and I'm learning every time I walk up there. I put too much pressure on myself tonight. I was practicing really well, and unfortunately, I really didn't play my game, but I'm happy to walk off as a winner. Usually I play really well and walk off as a loser, so it's nice to go up there and not play my best and still win.
Before the game, people were writing you off again against Gary, just like they did against Gary Price last year. Satisfied to prove the pundits wrong?
Yeah, I always get written off all the time. Everyone thinks every time I walk up, I don't know what more I've got to do for people to believe I've got a good game. I've just proved that I can play my C game and still win. I think Gary probably played his D game and it wasn't nowhere near his best, but like I just said, sometimes it's nice to go up there and not play well and win, because unfortunately, like I've seen over the last 2 years now, I've been up on the big stage and playing really well. So, these bad games are going to happen, but I'm happy that they're winning games.
Just one more from me. You talk about games that you played really well in. One of those games was the World Youth Championship, last time you were at Minehead, on that stage against Adam Gordis. Give you some confidence going into the UK Open that you can go up on the big stage again and do more bits?
Yeah, I played really well last year in the UK Open. And unfortunately, I lost to Dave Chisnell, and I played really well. I should have won that game, so, I know I didn't play my best up on the big stage here tonight, but I won't be thinking about this tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be full focus on the UK Open and hoping to get through my game against Carl Anderson, and I'm going to make sure and play much better than I did tonight.
See you there. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Look, you talk about the pressure. Is it pressure you put on yourself? Is it pressure from sort of like external, like people like us in the media, and the weight of expectation for getting up there? What is that pressure that you alluded to?
I think it's a bit of everything, you know. Sometimes I feel like I've got a point to prove when I don't really think I should think like that. You know, I've proved enough now that I can play up on the big stage. It was unfortunate that I didn't play my best game up there, but you know, it's going to happen. You're going to have bad games, but like I've alluded to, you know, it's nice to go up there and win and not play well. You know, you can't. I'm not going to always go up there and play brilliant. You know, a lot of people see me play really well up on the stage and just think, you know, he's really good up on the stage, but not so good on the floor. But I proved this year, you know, I am good on the floor, and I'm getting better. And 2 years as a professional, you know, there's not many people under 25 that could say that they've made 2 quarter-finals. You know, there's a lot of young players, Dimitri, Jeffrey, Max Opp. You know, it took them 5-6 years to start getting up on the big stage in the match plays and the Grand Prix. I just need to bide my time, because I know once I get up there more regular, I've got a decent game to challenge the best players in the world.
Talk about the nerves. The fact you managed to get over the line at the end, does that give you a massive amount of confidence to going forward? You know, you probably wouldn't be stood here talking to us if you hadn't have won at the end, and it would have been Gary. Does it give you confidence going forward that you did manage to get over the line in a tight match?
Yeah, you know, I was really nervous in that last leg. I'm not going to lie. You know, I knew what it means to me to be successful on the big stage. You know, I live, breathe darts. It runs through my blood. I absolutely love the game, and there's nothing more in this world that I'd want more than to be successful in this game. You know, and I put so much effort in. I practice hard. You know, I practice the right things. I live a good lifestyle now. I'm dedicating myself. You know, I've give up my job 15 months ago, dedicate myself to this game, and you know, I'm not saying I deserve to be successful. I'm just hoping that all the hard work I put in, one day it really will pay off like the top guys do.
Just one final thing for me, timely reminder that you belong on that stage full time on the Premier League, do you think?
Yeah, I think I do belong on a big stage, but you know, I'm not expecting a full-time participant yet. I've got to prove that. You know, I can't just keep turning up and being really good at World Championships and expecting to just turn up as a full participant. I've got to start proving it to the selectors, proving that I can go up there, and the next step for me is to start qualifying for the match play in the Grand Prix, and then putting in quarter-finals, semi-finals and finals in them majors, and giving them no option but to pick me. You know, it's nice to get picked for these contenders. It is a great feeling, and I can't thank the selectors enough, because it means a lot to me to be here. But you know, I have to give them no reasonable doubt to pick me. That's the main goal.
Okay. Thanks very much, mate. Well done.